Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2O channel. And this is your match review of Argentina 2, Australia 1. In a game where really, let's be honest, Argentina probably should have won by at least 4 or 5 goals. Probably. It should have been a 4-1, 5-1 game because like that second half was, oh, Messi, man. Duh, duh. I mean, I've run out of words. I've actually run out of words. Like, if people didn't think this guy wasn't going to put on a show tonight, then you must be crazy. This is his 1000th game in his career. This is his 100th game captaining Argentina in a football match. Like, of course he was going to put on a spectacle tonight. Of course he was going to put on a show. He had to. Come on now. Like, today, he looked 25, not 35. He looked 25 with some of the things he was doing. Honestly, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy to have been alive for moments like this. You know, you got to cherish moments like this because you're not gonna get we're not gonna have long left. You know, there's not much time. In terms of like Messi and how long his career is. There's only a short time left of us watching him, and these are the types of performances that you just have to look at and think, wow, just wow, literally just wow. Because oh mate, second half he was absolutely fantastic. He put on a show. And finally he got rid of that hoodoo of not being able to score a knockout goal in his career in terms of the World Cup. Messi before today's game had never scored a knockout goal in the World Cup. Never, never. Not round of 16, not quarterfinals, not semi-finals, not a final of a World Cup. This guy has never scored in a knockout game of a World Cup. Ronaldo hasn't either, and let's see if he does against Switzerland this upcoming in the next few days. But in terms of Messi, man, like you see Argentina, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think today the second half they were good, they were solid, and one thing I have to say, and I've said it many times as well, is defensively I trust this team a lot. They're probably the team I would say I trust the most out of every single team participating in this World Cup, because one of the reasons I had them winning it is because their backline's full of warriors. It's full of fighters. It's guys who will literally defend till the death. These are guys that will put their bodies on the line if they have to, you know? Otamendi, Lissandro Martinez, Romero. And if maybe they do get cut open, they've got a very good goalkeeper in Emi Martinez. And you could quite clearly see in that last second, literally last gasp second, where Emi Martinez made an absolute terrific save for that 18-year-old Australian kid. I forgot his name, but he's going to be moving to Newcastle. He's talented, so we'll see what he's about, man, when we see him in the Premier League. But, defensively, I trust this team. I don't believe teams are... I believe teams are going to find it very hard to break down this side. I think your only hope of beating Argentina is them not being so good on the ball, them looking uncomfortable on the ball. I would say at times the way they pressed tonight, for example, even in the first half, Australia were, at times picking them apart and breaking them down, But Australia just lacked quality tonight in all areas. Like the fact that they even got to the last 16, bruv, it should be a national holiday in Australia. Let's be honest, because really they shouldn't be here. But they're here and they probably do deserve it. They got that win against Denmark. They got that win against Tunisia as well. So you can't say they don't deserve it. Of course they do. But in terms of Argentina tonight, you obviously saw the first half. Look, it was a game where, yeah, Argentina, they have the ball, they're dominating. Obviously, Di Maria didn't play tonight. I know it was a precaution because I think he had a bit of maybe tightness in his muscle, potentially. So they didn't risk him tonight. It's a smart decision. They played Papu Gomez instead, which I'm not sure if that was the right decision. I don't think he was that good tonight, but it is what it is. I felt like when Lissandro came on, as a team, Argentina actually looked better. They looked more comfortable, in my humble opinion, because in the first half, it just wasn't working. Australia, I have to give massive credit to them for that first half because they were defending really, really well in like a 4-3-3 / 4-4-2 sort of mid block they had. At times it was two banks of four. At times it was just 4-3-3, and they just stopped Messi from really playing in between the lines in that first half. Every time he had got the ball, there were loads of players around him constantly. And if you want to stop Messi, then you need to work together as a collective. You need to be disciplined as a team. And I felt like up until Messi's goal, Australia were pretty disciplined. They were working hard as well, and they were defending pretty well too. So fair play. And then obviously, look, Messi gets the goal. He puts in the corner, it goes out to play, goes back to Messi. Messi passes it to, I think, Enzo Fernandez, and then a player takes a touch. He sets Messi up pretty much. Don't know whether that was on purpose or accidental, but Messi takes one touch, he sets himself up really well and puts it into the back of the net. People may say the keeper may save it. Nah, he's blocked by two Australian players, and Messi literally just passed the ball in. Like, how many times have we seen Messi do that where, like, he's in positions like that and he just passes the ball into the back of the net? The guy's done that way too many times. He makes it look so easy when really it actually isn't. So, yeah, massive credit to Messi in terms of that. But the second half, man, especially after that change when Lisandro Martinez came on. And with Lisandro Martinez, by the way, I have to say, I can see why Man United fans love him. I can absolutely understand why. He's my type of defender. I'll keep it so real. I would have loved him at Chelsea, but hey, it is what it is. But when he came on, Argentina changed the system to three at the back. So they had Romero, they had Otamendi and Lisandro as the three. They had Acuna and I forgot the right back's name, but there was him as well. And then they obviously had the midfield three: McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, Rodrigo De Paul. Who, by the way, Rodrigo De Paul in the second half, that's the De Paul I know. That's the De Paul I expect. I've not seen that type of De Paul yet in this tournament. And in that second half, he was absolutely fantastic. He was everywhere. He's another one of the Warriors, defensively that will give everything for Argentina. So yeah, and then they had Messi and Alvarez up top, and obviously, Messi at times was pressing as well. Australia mainly in the first half, and I think in the second half, Argentina's press in general got better. In the first half, it wasn't great. In the second half, it got better in general. The Paul key to get the ball back, pretty much. He unbalanced the goalkeeper. Alvarez wins the ball back, and he puts in the back of the net. And you got to say fair play. It's very well deserved. Matt Ryan, yes, poor, but Argentina's press got him. So you can't really, people say Matt Ryan should have done more. Of course he should have done more. He probably should have kicked it out, really, instead of maybe trying to, play it out from the back. Because as a goalkeeper, I know modern day goalkeepers have to be good with their feet. They have to be able to play out from the back and stuff like that. But in that moment, sometimes if you're just uncomfortable, or if it looks like an opposition player could get the ball, just kick it out, man. Just kick it out. But Julian Alvarez gets another goal. That's his second goal of the tournament. And you can quite clearly see why he starts games, because he's got more energy about him. He's just more active. He's got more pace as well. And his relationship with Messi is just better, really. Let's keep it 100% real. In terms of Messi, though, I have to say, because this is where, obviously from the time Lissandro came on and they changed the system, man, he rolled back the years, man. He flipping rolled back the years. Bruv, some of the turnovers, some of the receptions, some of the dribbling, the press resistance, the passing. Honestly, Messi looked 25 tonight, man. He didn't look like he was 35. That's not a man that played like a 35-year-old. He played like a 25-year-old today. That I was in awe. Bruv, he had me off my seat, screaming. That time when he done that dribble, yeah, he done a little dribble and then like he went backwards, but then he continued to obviously go forward somehow, and then he just goes past two players just like that. See you later. And then he cut inside. The ball went out to Alvarez. Alvarez gives it to Messi. Messi nutmegs a play, and you think so, oh my god, I was screaming, because if he had scored that, if he had scored that, oh my days, that would have been the best goal of the tournament, 100%. But yeah, he rolled back the years tonight with his world-class passing, his dribbling. I think people underestimate how strong he is when he has the ball. Like, bro, you genuinely can't take it off him when he's like that. You just cannot. It's almost impossible. I'll keep it so real. And I have to say, this is where I said at the beginning of the video, or I may have said it at some stage in this video. I'm not sure if I did, but um, Argentina really should have left this game 4-1 tonight, 5-1 tonight. It really, really should have been that comfortable because the amount of chances Messi was creating for his teammate, yeah, I'm going to say teammate, yeah, Lautaro Martinez, bruv, I thought we were done with sabotaging. I thought Argentina was done with sabotaging Messi and that, strikers. I thought we were done with that. Well, it looks like we're not because Lautaro Martinez looks like the next culprit, yeah, to sabotage Messi's World Cup, man. Because what the hell is he doing? I thought the Higuain days were past us. It looks like they're coming back to haunt us because boy, that was absolutely terrible from Lautaro Martinez. I mean, Messi's doing all this dribbling. He's showing his strength on the ball. He's feeding you with two gilt-edged chances. That one that went over the bar, that was a disgrace. That was a disgrace. All the time, all the space you had. Hey, what are you doing? Your technique was wrong. You're laying back as you're taking the shot. I mean, what are you doing? Honestly, 3 gilt-edged chances, and you couldn't even take one of them away. Yeah, as much as I trust this Argentina team defensively with everything, yeah, when Lautaro Martinez was missing those chances, I was like, oh my god, bro, Australia are gonna equalize, aren't they? Like these men actually might equalize because of Lautaro Martinez's bullshit. And I swear, if they'd equalized, the things I would have said about Lautaro, oh god, help me, I would have been fuming. I would have been angry, bro, because that's just ridiculous. Like, you need to do better than that. Come on. This is why Julian Alvarez is playing over you, because clearly he's just looking the better player. I thought Lautaro Martinez was a good striker as well. But in this tournament, I'd say in terms of players that have been disappointing, I'd say he's been up there. I expected him to be one of the top scorers of this tournament because he's got Messi to feed him. And really, with this 26-minute cameo he had, bruv, he should be joint top goal scorer. Because he should have bagged a hat-trick. Seriously. Man, you're Messi having to do it all by himself again, cuz. Come on, man. But yeah, man, overall, Argentina in the second half were really, really good. And I think people are going to underestimate that second half performance because at the end of the day, Australia got their goal back. It was a big deflection. The shot was going well wide. That was going to the moon, bruv. That's where that shot was heading. But Enzo Fernandez had to get a deflection on it, and then obviously it goes into the back of the net. And I mentioned beforehand how I understand why Man United fans love Lisandro Martinez. That block, that tackle, wow, absolutely fantastic. One of the few times this Argentina defense obviously got broke down. It was by a dribble from the Australian left back, and he just goes past 1, 2, 3, sat Otamendi down, and then Lisandro Martinez is just there, man. He's just there, blocks, celebrates it. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Overall, it was a good second half from Argentina, and against the Netherlands, they're gonna have to step it up because I feel like maybe they do need a big game um of that sort of magnitude, quarterfinal. It's the Dutch as well, Louis van Gaal. They got a decent team. I think this is now the time for Argentina to really raise the level, and I think if they want to win this game against Netherlands, they need to be good on the ball. In possession, these guys need to be 100 times better than they have been this tournament. Because on the ball, when they have possession, they're not doing enough with it. There's been too many games where Argentina on the ball, when they have possession, they're just not doing enough. They're not doing enough. They're not moving it quickly. They're not combining with each other. Sometimes players are not even moving. It's like, you might need to step it up on this regard, because I'm telling you, this is like now, this Netherlands game is going to be their first big test against a team that if you saw them against the USA today, especially for that first goal, they can move the ball. They can move the ball. Yeah? They done it in a slow pace, and then they upped the tempo and they scored. If Argentina are not careful, this Netherlands team can open them up. But like I said, I trust the defense with everything. I think they have the best defense in this tournament. Not by a stretch, not by a mile. Brazil's defense is pretty good. It's pretty damn good, Brazil's defense. So is France's. France's defense is pretty solid as well. So, they'll have something to say about that. Even England's defense ain't even all that bad, to be fair. But I think Argentina's defense is the best in my humble opinion, and it's one of the reasons why I do have them winning this tournament. But yeah, man, absolute Messi masterclass in the second half. Such a joy to watch. I'm in awe, man. And really, the game should have been dead and buried, and Australia should have had no chance of even going for it like they did. But at the end of the day, this is football, man. It's a crazy sport, and if Australia had equalized, right now we'd be watching extra time, literally. So yeah, it's good that that's not happened, and Argentina move forward. They've got Netherlands next. We'll see what happens in that game. Tomorrow's fixtures, we've got France and Poland, I'm pretty sure, and we've got England versus Senegal. So you'll see reviews for those games tomorrow. But yeah, tonight was all about Messi and the masterclass he had. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, follow my social media down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more reviews in the World Cup round of 16. See you later, guys. Peace.